The early 1980s marked a time of great fear and uncertainty. A new illness emerged, baffling scientists and doctors. This illness, later known as HIV/AIDS, attacked the body's immune system. Healthy individuals were becoming vulnerable to infections. These infections were often rare and deadly. The first cases of HIV/AIDS were reported in the United States. However, it quickly became clear that this was a global issue. Cases began appearing on different continents. The scientific community raced against time to understand this new threat. Initial research focused on identifying the cause of the disease. Scientists discovered that HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus, was responsible. This virus, they learned, attacked specific cells in the immune system. These cells, called T cells, are crucial for fighting off infections. HIV spreads through the exchange of bodily fluids. This can happen through unprotected sex, sharing needles, or from mother to child during pregnancy or breastfeeding. Certain groups were disproportionately affected by the epidemic. These included gay and bisexual men, intravenous drug users, and people in developing countries with limited access to healthcare. The virus does not discriminate. Anyone can contract HIV regardless of their background, ethnicity, or sexual orientation. This fact highlighted the need for accurate information and education about HIV transmission. Public health campaigns played a crucial role in disseminating this knowledge. As the epidemic unfolded, different communities around the world were impacted in unique ways. Cultural and societal factors influenced the spread and perception of the disease. In some regions, stigma and discrimination prevented open discussions about HIV. This silence fueled the epidemic, hindering prevention and treatment efforts. Despite the challenges, the scientific community made significant strides in understanding and treating HIV. Researchers developed blood tests to detect the virus. This allowed for early diagnosis and intervention. Antiretroviral drugs, or ARVs, emerged as a powerful tool against HIV. ARVs work by suppressing the replication of the virus within the body. This slows down the progression of the disease. While not a cure, ARVs significantly prolong the life expectancy and improve the quality of life for people living with HIV. The development of ARVs was a turning point in the fight against HIV/AIDS. Further research led to the discovery of PrEP, or pre-exposure prophylaxis. PrEP is a medication that can be taken by individuals at high risk of contracting HIV. When taken consistently, PrEP can significantly reduce the risk of HIV infection. This breakthrough offered a new avenue for prevention, empowering individuals to protect themselves from the virus. Section 4. The shadow of stigma. While scientific advancements provided hope, social stigma continued to cast a shadow on the lives of people living with HIV. Misinformation and fear fueled prejudice and discrimination. People living with HIV often faced rejection from their families, communities, and even healthcare providers. This stigma had devastating consequences. It prevented people from getting tested, seeking treatment, and disclosing their status to partners. The fear of being ostracized and discriminated against kept many silent, further fueling the epidemic. To combat stigma, awareness campaigns played a crucial role in educating the public about HIV. These campaigns aimed to dispel myths, promote empathy, and encourage testing and treatment. Celebrities, activists, and people living with HIV bravely shared their stories, challenging stereotypes and humanizing the disease. Over time, these efforts helped to shift public perception and reduce stigma, although challenges remain. Section 5. The road ahead. Today, HIV is no longer a death sentence. With effective treatment, people living with HIV can live long and healthy lives. However, challenges persist. The fight against HIV is far from over. While treatment is available, access remains a significant barrier in many parts of the world. Prevention efforts need to be strengthened, particularly among vulnerable populations. The development of a vaccine and a cure remains a top priority for researchers worldwide. The journey ahead requires continued research, funding, and global collaboration. We must also remain vigilant in addressing the social and economic factors that contribute to the spread of HIV. These factors include poverty, lack of education, and gender inequality. By tackling these root causes, we can create a future where HIV is no longer a threat to global health.